Here we go. 180! 6!
Here we go. 29 is Mike 29.
There's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. 5 yards on the game's first play, 2nd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Check. 21.
To throw is Garoppolo. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
Here we go.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
80 weapon.
Now Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The perennial Pro Bowler Aaron Donald gets the sack.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. How about 5 sacks last week? We just saw their first one of this game.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. A 4-yard pickup that gets them going forward, but still 15 yards left on 3rd down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Okay, just like that.
Lock!
I'm coming.
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Here we go. 180!
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Check 26.
2! White!
Garoppolo after the fake give to Breida. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Credit that sack to Dante Fowler Jr.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
Give them 11 yards that time on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here for the 1st and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 37. Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Goff turns and gives to Gurley. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a 2nd time.
On 1st down, it's Gurley. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the Niners' 46-yard line.
180! Shell! Blue draw Corker!
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Cooper. Obama.
First carry now for the Memphis man, Darrell Henderson. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. From the 30 on second down. Goff. He's going to dump it off to Gurley. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards. On first and goal, Gurley. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Second down and goal. Goff. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Gerald Everett, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Zerline good with a PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 43.
First down, 49ers.
Here we go.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
12. Switch gears. Hey, exit. 29, Mike 29. Watch the run.
Looking to throw. Garoppolo. Deep ball for Goodwin. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Nickel Roby-Coleman there defensively.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Hey, Charlie.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 30.
A gain of 13 yards.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. On first down, here's Breida. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
11.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
Here we go. 65. 180. Mike 29. Set the tone. Hey, Mike 7. 29 is Mike 29. Strip the ball.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo completes it to Samuel. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again.
San Francisco.
Here we go. 180. 21.
Now a toss play. It's Breida. A solid pickup at 13 sets him up 1st and goal. After the toss, well executed there to find the space and then eventually get out of bounds after a good game.
And for the toss play to be that successful, you've got to control the edge. And oftentimes, if you've got a tight end who can do that, that allows that toss play to get called often during a game.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. He was looking for Matt Breida out of the backfield, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
Here we go.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal.
11.
They'll try to run with Breida. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed.
Here we go.
3rd and goal. This L.A. Rams defense will try to bow up once more.
Recon, 132 fighter.
That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. And he'll get nothing out of that one. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. So they go pass on 3rd and 2. They complete it, but no gain. Should they have tried to run it?
I thought that running the ball in that situation is what they would have done, because at worst case scenario, you may bring up a 4th down decision for your team. Instead, now they're not close to the 1st down.
The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action, and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out.
Double up. He's coming, double up.
Goff going to hand it to Gurley. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd.
I smell fear in that offense. I smell fear. Man, we're close. Shoot. Pilot, 64, weak. Slot 56. I don't even know why this team showed up. Check 43. Check the hot read.
They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 3rd down turns to 1st with that 5-yard pickup.
I like the look that they just showed there. When you come out in a passing formation, spread things out a little bit, makes it really hard to cover the middle of the field, doesn't it? Because you got to go out to the perimeter and cover those guys.
Yep, exactly. Got some good blocking, too. Helped him pick up the first. Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
White 20. Right there, 56. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Right there. 12. 56 to Mike.
They'll try the air now with Gone. They'll find Everett there, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good pickup, 17 yards, and also a Rams first down. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 47. Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. To throw on 2nd and 6. Goff. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 29-yard line. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his second week of the regular season. Gurley with a carry on first down. He'll only get a couple. 2nd and 8 forthcoming. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
At the 27-yard line.
Louis.
56 to Mike, boy. 56. Check 56.
Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Rick Flair. Come get some. Two.
Here's Gurley now out of the gun. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Right there, 56. Watch the curl. Check the backer. Hold on. Check.
Out of the gun. Gone. This is caught. It's Cooks. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short. Blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Gurley. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Gone. Forced out to his left. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. Zerline's kick is up and through. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked on since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. This will be fielded at the 6. He'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Team spill.
Under 10, under 10, 10.
Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a Rams first down on a pickup of 10.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So on the heels of the run by Todd Gurley, another 1st and 10.
Check 24, check 24.
Value 1.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Hey, Shell.
Whip. Watch the whip. Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
Tiger. Value 3. General West.
2nd down, it's Henderson.
Switch it.
It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Get that quarterback at all costs. Hey, lift.
56.
Now Goff. He's going to walk one deep left side here. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown, L.A. Brandon Cooks. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Breida. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Aaron Donald able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
12. 13.
On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
Here we go.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber.
Garoppolo gives to Breida. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Let's get it. 21.
They run again with Breida. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with 3rd down looming. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They run with Breida. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process.
Here we go. Like 20.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Shit.
Kill. Turn it up. Kill. Turn it up.
They'll toss it to Breida. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Hey, orbit.
Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are back within a single score. Gold with the extra point, and that slices the lead down to 17-10. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
2 for 1.
56 is the mic. Hey, watch the slant.
Hey, 5.
56 the mic, boy. 56. Check 56.
Here we go, fellas. Here we go.
Here's gone. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
Well, there's simply no sense in wasting a great catch like that on a short gain. Get downfield like you just did there and use it up that way.
No dink and dunk. Gurley with a little bit of an opening there as he's able to get 5 on first down. DeForest Buckner in on the tackle.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads. Bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. From the 41, Goff. He goes full extension, and he's got it. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 12-yard line.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post-route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. The Rams on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Now Goff. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Nick Bosa able to get him down for a loss of 11. And it brings up 4th down. And Zerline's kick is good. And they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10. So his 2nd field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the 4th quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and count.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Aaron Donald able to record his 5th sack of the season.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now, and the pressure gets to him again. Justin Houston making his presence felt there in the backfield.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Here we go. Here we go.
In his own end zone, it's Garoppolo. And they're going to sack him yet again. The pass rush has been relentless. This time, it yields a safety. Well, there is still time to recover from this. It remains a 2-score game, even with the 2 points there. But let's just say, things not trending in the right direction.
I like that phrase. I'm going to say it along with you. Things are definitely not trending in the right direction. They needed something on that drive. Instead, they gave up 2 points and a lot of hope.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
Another carry now for Gurley. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56.
Throwing on 3rd. Gone. And that will be incomplete. Akello Witherspoon, really good coverage from the Colorado man, getting a hand in on it. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the 1st there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a 1st down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time they surrendered to safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get, and it's just so strange to see that go up on the board, and then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But, boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
21.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Aaron Donald in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
I remember throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. And they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Dante Fowler in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. And why the field goal team is still out there is beyond me. Time to reconsider after the delay. Well, they're inching closer and closer here to the wrong goal line.
When you're backed up like that, all you're trying to do is make sure you don't give up a big play, right? You don't miss an assignment that really gets you into more trouble.
Here comes the 49ers punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. So out of bounds on the punt, and the spot will be, the side judge says, right at the 35-yard line here. It's in the 4th quarter down in Miami. And you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. A win would be their 2nd on the young season. They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Again, they run with Gurley. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down L.A.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Check 50, check 50. You go tight. You got tight.
Now it's Gurley. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll step off the 5 yards.
Yeah, partner, you know, defensive end, he wants to get into the offensive backfield. He wants that get off to be as fast as possible. A little too quick on that one.
Following the penalty, it's Gurley. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. He was close to flirting with that sideline, but able to stay in bounds like you know his coach wants him to do and keep that clock moving.
Isn't it funny that we're watching this play when we had that discussion just yesterday about this? What do you do in this scenario? What do you know, what's your mindset? It appeared to me that he'd totally forgotten that he needed to stay in bounds, and then the last second, oh no, I better get down. And he ended up doing the right thing. But at that point, maybe close to let this slip away.
So the